In the next course module, we'll get started with the course project. For this, we need an empty Power BI desktop project file, and I want to make sure that we are all starting with the same file settings. Otherwise, this can cause some inconveniences throughout the course. To avoid this, let's create this file now and let's set the options correctly there. For this, we'll close our current initial project CSV file, and we can of course save the changes. That's fine. And now we will open a new Power BI desktop file by simply opening Power BI desktop again. We can close this pop-up. And now I want to access the options. We know how this works already. We go to File, Options and Settings. And here we go to Options. In here we have two different types of options. We have global options and current file options. Global options are applied to Power BI Desktop in general. This means this applies to all our Power BI Desktop projects we have on our computer. Current file options, as the name indicates, only apply for the currently open project file. And that's very important, because if you start a new project, you have to make sure that the current file options are set according to your needs. And that's also the reason why I want to create this blueprint project file together now, because with this, we can make sure that we are all starting with the same settings. Let's get started with the global options though. Here we only have one important thing actually when it comes to this course project. The regional settings right here. This model language should be set to English United States. Make sure to do so, as this will have an impact onto the way Power BI interacts with strings, for example. So that's the first setting you should change. This could be set to use application language in your case, therefore make sure to change it to English United States. Now we continue with the current file options. First we go to data load, and here it's important to unselect all boxes when it comes to type detection and relationships. These are not bad options at all. These can be very helpful options in your own project. But in this course, I want to make sure that each step we perform is performed manually by us, as we want to understand how Power BI works. Therefore, we should unselect first the type detection, which would automatically detect data formats, for example, or column names, and relationships, which would automatically establish relationships in our project file, also something we want to do on our own. So this looks all right here. The next option are the regional settings down here. This is the locale. We talked about this in the introduction project already. And the locale is a crucial setting when it comes to formatting and interpreting numbers, dates, and more. Make sure to set this to English United States here, because this will allow you to conveniently follow along this course. Let's press OK now. And in case you get the warning that you should restart Power BI Desktop to make sure the changes are applied, you can do so. But before you do this, make sure to save this blueprint file. That's very important because we will use this project in the next module. For this, we simply click onto this save symbol here. Now you navigate to a folder of your choice, and let's maybe call this project blueprint here, and let's save this. Now make sure to close this file, because you might have to restart it to apply all changes. And now let's reopen this file, this project blueprint PBIX file. And here we go. Now we prepared our project, and now we're ready to get started with Power BI Desktop. And how do we get started? Well, with our course project and with the data preparation. So it's time to dive deeper into the query editor now in the next module.